Hello students, now I am going to discuss Cambridge A-Level Chemistry May-June 2024 paper 22. May-June 2024 paper 22. Let's move. Number 1. Complete table using relevant information from the periodic table. Magnesium ion, aluminum ion. So nucleon number, magnesium nucleon number means mass number 24. Aluminum mass number, nucleon number 27. Number of proton magnesium is 12. Number of proton in aluminum ion is 13, means atomic number. Now number of electrons, magnesium proton number 12 plus 2 means 2 electron less, so 12 minus 2, 10 electron. Aluminum ion 13 minus 3, 10 electrons. 10 electron. B. State and explain the difference in the ionic radius of aluminum ion and magnesium ion. And you know, aluminum ion is smaller than magnesium ion because magnesium ion aluminum ion, this is the across the period metallic radius, for metal ionic radius decreases. So aluminum ion is smaller than magnesium ion. This is because magnesium has 2 electron shell, aluminum ion has also 2 electron shell, so shielding is same as shell number same. But aluminum ion has 13 proton in nucleus and magnesium ion has 12 proton. So aluminum ion has greater nuclear charge, so there is greater attraction between electrons and nucleus. That's why aluminum ion is smaller than magnesium. C. Draw a label diagram to show the structure and bonding in sodium. Sodium is a metal, so in sodium there is metallic bonding. Now this is positive ion, these are positive ion, sodium ion. E means electron, so this is the positive metal ion and this is the delocalized electrons. And metallic, the attraction between positive metal ion and C of delocalized electron is known as metallic bonding. So this is the label diagram in sodium metal. Next, number D. Figure shows the variation in the melting point of period 3 elements in their standard states at room temperature and pressure. So this is the y-axis melting point, x-axis elements sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur and chlorine. So shows the variation in the melting point of some period 3 elements in their standard state at room temperature and pressure. So this is magnesium, this is silicon highest, then silicon to phosphorus, they are non-metal and they are simple molecule. So phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, they are simple molecular structure, but sulfur, phosphorus has 60 electrons, sulfur exists as H8, so it has 16 times 8, 128 electron, chlorine 34 electrons. So in among phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, sulfur has more boiling point than phosphorus and chlorine. Explain why silicon has high melting point. And silicon has giant covalent structure, so large amount of energy is needed to break these bonds. Silicon is a giant covalent, there are many covalent bond in it. For melting many covalent bonds, more energy is needed, that's why silicon has high melting point. Now number 2, complete figure 1.1 to show the variation in the melting point of elements phosphorus, sulfur and chlorine. And you see sulfur, this is the sulfur has 128 electrons, phosphorus has 60 electrons, chlorine has 34 electrons. So sulfur has highest melting point than phosphorus and chlorine. E, two period 3 elements react with an excess of oxygen at room temperature. Complete the table 1.2. Period 3 elements, sodium, metal, solid and sulfur also solid gas. Sulfur is solid but state of oxide at room temperature and pressure. So sodium reacts with oxygen to form sodium oxide. Sodium oxide is a solid, and sulfur reacts with oxygen to produce sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide is gas, sodium oxide is solid. Now approximate pH of solution made when oxides is added to water. So sodium oxide reacts with water to produce sodium hydroxide. This is strong alkali. So pH will be 10 to 14. I write here 12, or you can write 13 or 14, you will get marks. Sulfur dioxide reacts with water to produce sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid is strong acid, its pH will be 0 to 4, strong acid. So I write here 2, you can write also 3, you will get mark. Next, the solutions made in column 3, this is of table 2, are mixed together. Name the type of reaction that occurs. This is the neutralization reaction or acid base reaction, because this is sodium hydroxide and this is sulfuric acid. When sodium hydroxide reacts with sulfuric acid, this is neutralization reaction or acid base reaction. Number 3, write an equation to describe the reaction between phosphorus 5 oxide and excess water. Phosphorus 5 oxide reacts with water to produce phosphoric acid. Phosphorus pentoxide reacts with water to produce phosphoric acid. Phosphorus oxide is a non-metal oxide. Non-metal oxide is a acidic oxide. Acidic oxide reacts with water to produce acid. F. Aluminium hydroxide is amphoteric. Explain what is meant by amphoteric. Amphoteric means reacts with both acid and base. Amphoteric hydroxide, amphoteric oxide reacts with both acid and alkali, or you can write shows both acidic and basic properties, basic behavior. Next, write an equation to describe the reaction that occurs when aluminum hydroxide reacts with sodium hydroxide. Aluminum hydroxide reacts with alkali to form complex salt sodium aluminate NaAlOS4. Sodium aluminate.